Also, Sniper, thank you for the Twitch Prime subscription if I didn't say so earlier. And thank you all very much for getting a level 4 hype train rolling here. And I guess now might be a good time, since we're rolling on this, to talk about something else that just happened to me not too long ago. Let me bring up Discord so I can read the actual post. So let me read the offer that I received. Some of you may have already heard about this and things like that, but let's start from there and we'll go from there. And thank you guys for the bits. Very much appreciated. So this was an offer that I received about 2 weeks ago. Dearest Tiberius, we're thrilled to invite you to participate as a contestant in the upcoming Talking Trek Community Cook-Off, hosted by Talking Trek with Ultimate DJs, taking place January 9th through the 11th in Hawaii. This one-of-a-kind event will bring together Star Trek Fleet Command creators, players, and community personalities for a friendly but fierce cooking competition, filmed live on location and produced into a feature-length film event premiering across YouTube, Twitch, and podcast platforms. Each contestant will be provided a full cooking station at our restaurant venue, professional-grade ingredients, and a bit of creative freedom to bring their culinary vision to life. You'll be competing in themed challenges judged by fellow creators, community leaders, and members of the Fleet Command game team, including Beck Likes Plants and War Daddy. The event will also feature live stream segments and behind-the-scenes content from attending streamers, offering exposure across multiple channels and thousands of engaged viewers. We'd be honored to have your personality and creativity featured in this landmark event. Please confirm your availability. We'll send over more details. Live long and prosper, Ultimate DJs. So fantastic. Absolutely fantastic invitation. Very happy to be considered to be a part of this thing. Also, Lawston, thank you for all the bits. Very much appreciate all the cheers. And Ultra giving out a sub as well and finishing up Hype Train level 4. So then that brings into the next question, right? Which is traveling to Hawaii. Now, looking at, flights and things like that and taking it. I have the days off work because I didn't really take a whole lot of time this year. Everything got sort of saved up. So it's the time that's not a problem. It would be the financial aspect of it. Now, I understand that they'll probably be doing an Airbnb thing again like they did when they went to San Diego and they filmed all the content together. Or like the stream guys did when they went to Nashville and they were all staying together. When Rev and Samo and them all were. So I think that's partially part of the plan. That might help keep some of the costs down. But I think realistically it would probably cost, I'll ballpark it and say, $1,250 to go for the weekend, between flight and accommodations. And then of course, I'll need my own money for food and groceries and whatever else, travel to and from the airport, Uber rides, that kind of stuff. So now the question is how to raise those funds. Because obviously I could just be like, please, I really want to go. Please, can you guys just donate to my channel? But I've never really been comfortable doing that kind of stuff. So I was thinking of doing a sponsorship. We'll try and maybe play a different game for a week or two, especially since we're coming to the end of an arc. And that's usually when things kind of slow down. And maybe we would do a sponsorship stream. And pick a new game and just sort of test that out. And I think people could just sort of donate their time in that aspect of it. Download a game, try it out for a week. And then hopefully that would get us most of the way to our goal. I've already played DC Legion. And I was just looking at the Stream Elements sponsorship page the other day just to see what's available right now. So what do we actually have here? So we've got a couple that are mobile only. We've got a couple that are PC only. Watcher of Realms, I've already done a sponsorship with and played that game. So that would be, obviously I could teach all of you how to play it very easily, but I don't know that that's going to be as successful if I can't play along. I'm already shooting myself in the foot there. Some of these other ones, Star Trek Fleet Command, we're not doing another one of those. Marvel Strike Force over here doesn't have any openings anyway. Pretty sure we wouldn't want to do another one of those because I think that's another Scopely game. You've got a Warpath, which is a PC only game. Call of Dragons, which is a PC only game, which seems like it might have the opportunity to generate some revenue. So, or, obviously these things do change on a weekly basis. Just wait a couple of days and see if something better comes along. But I think this might be the better way to go because then again, especially this time of year, people don't have, you're saving money for your own holidays and gifts and exchanges and trips and travels and things like that. So I think that's what we're going to try and do. I'll see if I can't find something interesting to test out over the next week. It'd be great to find one that's PC and mobile. But I think the only one that qualifies for that is Star Trek Fleet Command, and I don't think any of us want to make more accounts, so. We might just have to just pick one and just go with, well, let's just say Call of Dragons. If I wanted to do this one, what would be involved? So, new players. So I get 24 bucks just for starting it. For talking about the stream, I get 20 bucks for doing some bonus activities. And then each new player who installs we're not going to purchase any packs, so we're going to take that away. Not going to purchase any packs. So basically here, so we're talking about 10, 16, $36 if you reached City Hall level 14. I don't know how long that takes in a game like this. I'm assuming you'd have enough time to do it. Campaign runs for 10 days. So I've never played the game before. It probably is also on mobile, but it only counts the campaign for the PC. So you'd have to you'd have to create and download your account and set it all up using your PC. You could probably still upgrade the account on mobile afterwards if you also wanted to, play the same account on a mobile device. But as long as your initial install was done, it should still potentially track your goals. And apparently just installing the game and reaching level 5 takes about 20 minutes to do. So that actually seems pretty reasonable, and that's $10 a piece right there, which if we got 50 people to do it would be 500 bucks, and then we're already halfway to our goal. And then if people actually go further and get to City Hall level 9 or 11, we'd be even further along. So this feels like something I think might be the most interesting thing to do. Obviously, you can see more about the game. All right, so standard city builder game, right? Pick an old historic piece of time, upgrade your people and your ability. When do we get dragons? That's all I care about. Send your stuff out, collect resources. Probably, it's like so many other games that we've done in the past that are like this. So, build an alliance. Yeah, I feel like this might be the way to go. So maybe this is what we're going to end up starting if it's still available. We would tackle something like this on Tuesday. It's like Star Trek Fleet Command, but it's history and not in space. Yes, same basic format as that, as so many other games that we've seen over the years. The Final Fantasy game we tried. I think there's been an Ants version that we, seen stuff like that, or, there's probably also here's a zombie game. This is a mobile only one. If you want to run around and kill zombies, does this look like more fun? You have to download it on your phone. Campaign runs for 30 days though, so that would take a while to set up. And obviously, because the campaign's running for 30 days, you would have to play a lot longer. Obviously, the opportunity is there for more revenue, but you'd have to stick with it probably for like the whole month to get to these points. We're talking about 25, 35, 45, 51, 58, 59. I mean, it could be potentially over $60 a person if people kept playing and did it. But again, a mobile game campaign for 30 days could be a lot more time consuming. And especially if you don't really like the game, you're going to quit after 5 or 10 days anyway. You're like, all right, I can't do this anymore. Also, I don't like that the trailer doesn't show any actual in game elements. This isn't the most reassuring, so I don't know if anyone has ever tried this game. But that one, yeah, when your trailer for it is just all cine mode and doesn't show any actual in game graphics, it makes me think it's just all false advertising and marketing. And where have we seen that before? Where you just see like a trailer and you're like, oh my God, look at all these jellyfish that are flying down and they're strafing these surface bases. This game looks awesome. And you're like, wait a minute, you can't do that in the game. So I feel like this is going to be the way to go because I feel like I would very much like to participate in this event if we can make that happen. But obviously, I wanted to talk to the community about it first and hear what your thoughts and feelings are on the subject. So if you think just, hey, just doing a blanket, we're just raising funds is quicker and easier for you to be involved with. I mean, obviously, there's no reason we can't do both. If you want to donate time, you can donate time. If you want to donate money, you can donate money. If you don't want to donate either, you can say, hey, good luck. I'll watch it when it's on YouTube, and that'll be fine too. So, but obviously, the offer came across my desk, and I was excited to share it with y'all. And now we'll just sort of figure out where to go from here.